Welcome to VAR India News Hour. Billionaires and unicorns competing for delivering fruits and vegetables. The country seems mature for accepting fresh fruits and vegetables from various e-commerce players in the country. Now, the billionaires are rushing into the business of poor vegetable vendors and thelawalas. The competition is often fierce for these products and the ever stricter requirements. Indian consumers are willing to pay a premium to get hygienic and nutritional daily essentials, prompting exporters of horticulture produce to draw strategies for the domestic market. With the emergence of the e-commerce players like Swiggy, Zomato, Amazon, Flipkart, Reliance Fresh, Dunzo, Ninja Cart, Big Basket and Udaan, it seems suddenly the issue of food safety and hygiene have become very important for consumers today. All the credit goes to the COVID. It has accelerated the process dramatically for enhancing the last mile delivery of quality food. There are certain business houses that come out with a value proposition like they are supplying high standard fruits and vegetables that are grown by the company in close collaboration with farmers in the domestic market. India's food retailing industry is close to $300 billion according to EY, and only 10% is organized. The e-tail companies are even claiming fresh farm fruits and vegetables to reach the consumer's doorstep in a more organized and professional format through an app. It is all about e-commerce companies bringing convenience by providing an organized retailing experience at the consumer's doorstep. The advertisements and brandings are talking about innovative displays and a variety of products. Consumers are found to appreciate the good agricultural practices and are ready to pay a premium for it, whereas the street vegetable vendors are not able to showcase all these through the technology. Let's look into today's headlines in VAR India. Google introduced its own mobile microprocessor chip called Tensor. Google has developed a custom-built system on a chip, that is SoC, the first mobile chip Tensor, to power Pixel phones. Chief Executive Officer Sundar Pichai confirms that Tensor has been in the making for the past 4 years and is built off of 2 decades of Google's technology in computational computing. IBM expands presence in Kerala, India. IBM has announced that it is working to set up a software lab in Kochi, Kerala, in India. IBM Software Labs will establish a state-of-the-art product engineering, design and development center to advance hybrid cloud and artificial intelligence technologies. In a virtual meeting, Honorable Chief Minister of Kerala, Shri Pinayari Vijayan, Sandeep Patil, Managing Director IBM India, and Gaurav Sharma, Vice President IBM India Software Labs, discussed the role of technology in accelerating the state's digital mission. During the meeting, the Honorable Chief Minister shared his vision of making Kerala a digital knowledge economy, the changes introduced in the IT policy, and the role of technology in helping sectors reset and recover from the pandemic. Shri Pinayari Vijayan also discussed the importance of collaboration between industries, government and the academia to drive growth opportunities within the state. Thales to sell signaling business to Hitachi in $2 billion deal. Thales, Europe's largest defense electronics company, said it was in advanced talks to sell its GTS railway signaling business to Japan's Hitachi in a deal that values the division at 1.66 billion euros, that is $2 billion. Hitachi said the acquisition of Thales GTS arm should help the Hitachi Rail division reach 1 trillion yen, that is $9.2 billion worth of revenue by 2026. With this major strategic move, we will be able to focus on the development of our 3 high-tech, long-term growth businesses, each of them able to sustainably deliver double-digit margins, Thales Chairman and CEO Patrick Kane said in a statement. The 3 businesses are aerospace, defense and security, and digital identity and security. Facebook users buying $299 VR headsets to reactivate hacked accounts. Facebook users are reportedly buying $299 VR headsets from Oculus, a Facebook-owned company, to reactivate their hacked accounts. According to a report by NPR, several users purchased the headset, which requires an active Facebook account, and then contacted Oculus customer support. After their accounts were restored, users returned the unused and unopened device back to Oculus, they told NPR. Caroline Everson steps down from Facebook and joins Instacart as president. grocery delivery startup Instacart has named Facebook Inc. veteran Caroline Everson as its president. The 49-year-old will join Instacart on September 7th after spending more than a decade at Facebook. She would lead its retail and advertising businesses as the grocery delivery company hires more fresh leadership ahead of an expected public listing. Everson served as Vice President of Global Business Group at Facebook in her last role. Instacart named Fidji Simo, the former head of Facebook's app, as CEO in July. That's it for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VAR India News Magazine. Stay tuned. Thank you.